So there's this thing that people tend to love, especially here in America, guys. They love it. They absolutely love it. And it's this thing called debt. You name it, from student loan debt to personal loan debt to credit card debt to mortgages, right? You name it. Americans love, I almost forgot, card debt as well, right? You name it. Americans and people in general love debt, and it's getting worse and worse, especially now as well. We just entered a new year. So guys, let's talk about this and make sure to subscribe.
This is how much debt I have at 25 years old. Okay, so let's go over the biggest and scariest one first. I owe the IRS $34,000. Yeah. Okay, next we have my car loan, which I owe $23,295 on that. And then I have 6 credit cards, and across all of them, I owe $7,465. So that brings me to a total of about $65,000, which sounds like a big number, but it's okay. I'm here to figure it out. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's okay. I'm in $65,000 of debt. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, guys, geez. I mean, I'm not making fun of her. The way she was talking, I don't know if it's for the video or that's how she actually talks, but man, oh my God, man. So first of all, $34,000 freaking dollars in debt to the IRS. Oh my God, man. What the heck? Pay your taxes. I'm assuming she has her own business. Maybe she's an influencer, whatever it may be. Guys, if you're an influencer, if you have your own business, if you have any type of business where they're not taking money out of your paycheck like a job for taxes, you gotta put money aside for taxes. You don't want to mess around with the IRS, man. There's penalties, there's interest. And if she doesn't pay that off, and something's telling me that she's not going to pay it off anytime soon, I don't know why. Something's telling me that. I don't know. But if she doesn't pay it off, fees, interest, penalties, oh man, she is in trouble. And honestly, $20,000 car loan, it's a lot. I mean, you should buy a car in cash if you can, but it's not that bad. The $7,000 credit card debt, honestly, not that bad either. I've seen a lot worse here on YouTube, but man, $34,000 to the IRS, that's bad.
How much you owe?
$22,000.
In debt? In tool debt?
Yeah, that's all.
Say.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
You didn't know this. That's an
No.
insane debt.
Well, the other one's almost paid off. It's like $2,300 on a different truck.
There's more?
Yeah.
When I asked if that's all the debt, why'd you not tell me?
I wasn't really thinking about it.
I need you to think about it.
I don't know. Sometimes I think about it different just because that's stuff that I use every day at work.
Oh, for fuck's sake, your minimum monthly payments are $670 a month.
Yeah.
Thoughts, comments, concerns?
Yeah, I didn't know about that. Is that why we got like all the Snap-on stuff?
She knows a lot about it though. It's like, this doesn't even matter. It's just an other
What
pin
am I
in the
like?
thing.
What am I gonna say to him about
It's not
buying
about that.
stuff whenever I'm?
It's not like I want you to like go crazy or anything, but it's just your reaction. It's just, it almost just seems like because we've stacked so much, it's another little pebble in the bucket. Doesn't even matter. Like, why not?
So yeah, Caleb is right at the end, and I'm trying to remember. I think I saw this episode on YouTube. I think I might have. I'm pretty sure that guy works in construction, or he bought those tools for his business, which that makes sense. If you have a business, even if you work, for a company, construction, the union, whatever it may be, it makes sense. You need tools, but $22,000 freaking dollars in tools, man, when you're already in so much debt, oh God, it is just too much in my opinion. You probably, I don't know what he does, but he probably could have gotten away with not spending that much money in tools. And Caleb at the end is right. Once you start stacking up debt, you're almost immune to it. It's like, oh, hey, might as well get some more debt, right? Wrong.
This is how much debt I have as a 27-year-old living in San Diego. And so let's go over my biggest balance right now, which are my student loans. I owe $36,990.29. And this is everything that I have. But next one is my personal loan, SoFi Bank. I owe $5,838 on my personal loan. Next one is my car. So my car, I owe $3,000 on it. It's so close to being paid off. All right, and so lastly, in credit cards, I have 3 credit cards that I have a balance on. It's $13,087. So this is what I am pretty much focusing on for 2025. Okay, so I owe $58,919.29 is my total debt that I owe. And I'm not gonna lie, yes, I'm not proud of that, but I definitely am pretty much gonna be planning to pay off most of my consumer debt next year. So I am gonna pretty much go down and eliminate about like half of that with the consumer debt, and then the other half is my student loans. So I am not necessarily going to worry about the student loans yet, but the plan is to pay off the consumer debt for 2025. So I'm excited about that. So we'll see.
Love it. She's actually, I mean, she's in a good amount of debt, 58K, 60K, whatever she's in, right? But it looks like she has a plan. It looks like, you know, she's determined to pay off her debt, especially her high interest consumer debt. And that is great. You know, you have to start somewhere. And it all starts with, you know, you being fed up or you not wanting to be in debt forever, right? You have to have that moment or that kind of like, you know, your rock bottom, if you will. I mean, you guys know what I mean, right? You have to have that moment where you're like, I'm done. I'm not going back. I'm cutting on my credit cards. If I can't handle credit cards, I'm never taking out a loan again. That, you know, or, you know, obviously you might need a mortgage or whatever, but you know what I mean, right? Once you hit your rock bottom, you make a plan, you start paying it off, you make progress, you're going to be in a good spot. And it looks like that is where she's at. So kudos to her for that.
I don't care what anyone says. I don't consider a car loan real debt. There are 2 things, actually, I don't consider real debt. Car loan and then medical debt. Car loan is pretty obvious. Like, if you live in America, who doesn't pay a car payment every single month? Maybe a few people here and there, but like most people do. So no, I don't consider that real debt. And then medical, technically I have medical debt from the time when I was 21 and I had a panic attack and I went to the ER without having health insurance. Was it stupid of me to do? Yes, but it happened. But I'm not paying $2,000 just because I stepped foot into a hospital. Give me a break. So I don't consider it real. And I haven't paid it. I haven't paid a dime. And little by little, those payments started falling off and they started calling me less and less and less. So yeah, I'm not telling you to not pay your medical debt, but like, maybe don't pay your medical debt.
So yeah, I mean, this is just, I mean, where do I start? This is awful advice. I mean, yeah, she doesn't consider it debt, right? But she's in her own la la land, wonder freaking land. I don't even know what to call it, but she doesn't consider it debt. But guess who does? Yeah, the freaking, you know, collection agencies, the freaking credit card companies you're not paying back, the medical debt, you know, the bank you got your car loan from. They consider it debt because guess what? It is debt. It is debt. Whether you want to admit to it or consider it debt or not, the reality is you got assets, you got liabilities, right? If you owe somebody money, it is a liability. It's debt. You have to pay it back. And sure, you can ignore it. You can go years without paying it and ignore it. Sure, you can do that. And yeah, I mean, you know, your checks might get, your wages might get garnished. You never know. That could happen. And it also wrecks your credit score. It also, you know, screws you up and you're going to regret it down the line. So yeah, she's in her own la la land. Oh, it's not debt. I don't consider it debt. But yeah, I mean, the banks consider it debt. Everybody considers it debt, but you're going to get screwed.
I am coming on here to air my dirty laundry so you can feel better about yours. I am currently, are you ready? $145,533 in debt. That's cute, huh? So cute. 2 car loans. There are some student loans in there, and a personal loan, and then consumer debt, credit card debt. So in the last 6 months, I think we've paid off about $7,000. And I thought, what better way to keep myself accountable than to come on here, create a group of people that are also in the same situation or have gotten out of this situation or whatever the situation may be. But basically, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to get out of it. It's not going to be quick, and it's not going to be a good time, but, you know, shit's got to be done. So I am currently going to just be checking in often and showing you guys what I'm doing, how I'm going to get there, what I've done so far, all the things. And I would love your advice and input.
Shout out to her, man. Like the other girl from earlier in the video, it looks like she's had enough. She's hit the rock bottom. She has a plan and she wants to get out of debt. And 145K, man, that's a lot. That is a lot of debt. I mean, she said she paid 7K off in the last 6 months. That's a start, but I mean, I don't know how much money she makes. I don't know if she's married or what, 2 incomes in the household or what, but $7,000 in 6 months on 145K in debt, that's not going to make much of a dent. I mean, that's pretty much the interest you're paying down, right? You know, you got to get a, you know, like Dave Ramsey says, use a bigger shovel, right? You're going to need a bigger shovel. More income, right, to get out of debt faster, because that interest, man, especially if you're in high interest debt, it's going to pile up and it's going to feel like it's never going away. So guys, what should you do? You should avoid consumer debt at all costs. I understand that some people need to get student loans to go to college, right? And that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. Try and go the cheapest route possible. We'll do another video on college, but, you know, people, sometimes you can't avoid debt, right? A mortgage, student loans, whatever, but you can avoid credit card debt, taking out stupid personal loans. You know, you can avoid these little pitfalls here and you'll thank yourself, right? Because when you're young, when you're in your early 20s, your teens, man, you make some bad financial decisions. And if you learn, the earlier you learn, the better off you're going to be. The earlier you get control of your money, the better off you're going to be. So guys, with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. I'll catch you all in the next one. Make sure to subscribe, by the way. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers here, and hit that like button while you're at it. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.